The Biden administration is reportedly considering shutting down another U.S. pipeline, even as gas prices are surging, and as the White House admits Americans will have to pay more to heat their homes heading into winter.
Joining us now, Congressman Carlos Jimenez, House Transportation and Infrastructure Committee member. And Congressman, you're the perfect person to talk to about this because of that committee you sit on. We're talking about Line 5, which transports 540,000 barrels of crude oil from Canada to Michigan every day. And apparently the Biden administration is considering having that pipeline go the way of the Keystone Pipeline because indigenous tribes don't want the pipeline there. But all of this, Congressman, is happening amid a drastic surge in gas prices.
Yeah, it's insanity. Look, we cut the Keystone Pipeline. Now we're thinking of cutting another pipeline with over over 500,000 barrels a day of crude oil coming into the United States, and then he goes overseas and then he begs OPEC to produce more oil. It makes absolutely no sense. Just like everything this president's done, and every sector makes no sense whatsoever. And so, who's going to pay for it? It's going to be the poor and the middle class. Their gas prices all of our gas prices are going to go up, and when all of our gas prices go up, or when all of our energy prices go up, everything goes up. That means inflation goes up. And so again, this is incredible. It's just one thing after another thing after another thing, and then the president wonders why people don't like him too much.
And then when you talk about the gas prices going up and inflation, that brings us to this. It's the infrastructure bill that was passed on Friday. So they just passed an infrastructure bill, but yet they haven't really clarified exactly how this, as well as the BBB bill, is going to be paid for. So you've got all of this money coming out of taxpayer pockets. My question for you is the 13 Republicans who voted in support of that infrastructure bill, which infrastructure is great if it's infrastructure, but there is obviously more in it that is not infrastructure. Do you think that these Republicans who voted in support of that bill are going to feel the price of that? The ones who are at least going to be up for re-election are going to feel that at the polls?
Well, yeah, I'm not going to comment on my fellow Republicans. I'm going to comment on what the Democrats are going to try to do. They're going to try to push another 1.8, but actually more like $4 trillion bill, 80,000 new IRS agents, and I'm very confident that no Republican is going to be voting for that. So let's see if there are some Democrats that vote that down. Actually, my hope is only in the Senate. I think that our hope lies with Senator Manchin. I do believe the Democrats will rally and pass and ram that bill through. Again, $4 trillion, according to Warden, 80% rise in taxes for all Americans, according to the Warden School again. And there's so many things in that bill which are outrageous, and again, not paid for. All of this debt accumulating. Look, this infrastructure bill we just passed has over $400 billion that nobody knows how it's going to get paid for. All of that's going to fall on us. It's going to fall on our children. It's going to fall on our grandchildren to pay off. And then all the way they fundamentally want to change America. The infrastructure bill, okay, but this new bill that they want, that's the one really we need to stop. And hopefully none of my Republican colleagues will vote for that outrageous bill.
Yeah, Congressman, on the social spending package front, I guess a lot is riding on the CBO score. Because if the CBO comes out and says that it's going to create this massive deficit, you're going to have moderate Democrats in the House and, of course, in the Senate saying, we can't do this. So how likely is this thing really going to pass?
Well, look, I think that the moderates in the House, they talk a great game. Let's see if they put up or shut up. The CBO score is not going to be what came out of the White House. So there's going to be a huge deficit here with this CBO score. The price tag is going to be a heck of a lot higher than what's been advertised. But I wouldn't hold my breath thinking that these moderate Democrats are going to be voting against the bill. I could be proven wrong. I hope I'm proven wrong. But I think really the hope lies in the Senate right now.
Okay, and really quickly, we've got about 20 seconds or so. Senator Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, he was seen breaking Puerto Rico's strict mask rules while he was celebrating the passage of that infrastructure bill. In 15 seconds or so, do you think this is why we're seeing such a pushback on these mask mandates around the country because of our leadership?
Yeah, yeah, total hypocrisy by the Democrats. You know, there, California, you see it all over the place, and it's really not called for. It's not necessary. I think, you know, they need to take a page out of Governor Ron DeSantis here in Florida, who's doing a fantastic job here in Florida. You know, the land, it's the state of the free, and I'm glad I live there.
Congressman Carlos Jimenez on a variety of topics for us this morning. Thank you for tackling them all.
Oh, thank you.
You bet.